Welcome back to Kickin' It with Kathleen. Today the topic is this year's goal of R for Roots. I want to start by telling you a quick story. When I was in college, I spent several summers as a camp counselor at a Lutheran camp in Arrowhead. We had a guest speaker one time who taught school in inner city Detroit, and in addition, he was a ghostwriter for a number of musicians. One famous song he ghost wrote was "We Are Family." That was made famous by the Sisters Sledge, if you remember back in the 80s. He had a piano in his classroom and he wrote the song for his class. Instead of "I've got all my sisters with me," his original line was "my brothers and my sisters and me." The song makes a lot of sense actually when you think about it in this context. Living life is fun and we've just begun to have our share of this world's delights. High hopes we have for the future with our goals in sight. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. This is our family jewel. The teacher sang this with his class every day. He was building roots in his students. Just like a large and strong root system is vital for a tree to thrive, so is it for children. Children from good homes have the roots of unconditional love, respect, high expectations, nutrition, safety, and all the rest of that Maslow stuff. And we know that kids can't do the Bloom stuff until they have the Maslow stuff. Homeschool parents and classroom teachers need to consider the roots they build in their kids to set them up to become successful, lifelong learners. These roots are built through speech and actions. For example, when we encourage and expect kids to keep trying, we're building the persistence as a root value. When we give choices and make changes based on the child's feedback, we build roots of confidence, respect, and empowerment. At Springs, we have many values that we should ensure kids are experiencing both through their teachers' actions and through mottos and expressions used in the learning process. So here are some of them. Sometimes the routines and processes of school are actually counter to our philosophy. For example, we say we want kids to be active partners in their learning, but we rarely allow them any choice in what they learn. We want kids to monitor their own behavior, but then we don't allow them out of their seat without permission. These things are things we need to think about as we're planning our school day. There's a great benefit to mantras and chants. They help make kids comfortable and they provide the repetition necessary for long-term memory. And they're fun. This is why we know what a conjunction is, or the I before E rules, because we've had these mantras. Music reduces anxiety and puts our brain in a receptive mode for learning. Kids bloom with routines and teachers benefit from those routines. But my suggestion today is to fuse those root-building expressions with our daily routines. There can and should be some variety in these routines. So for example, when it's cleanup time with young kids, sometimes when my kids were young, I'd put on the Barney cleanup song and we would all sing along. This gave a time limit to the activity and taught the value of everybody doing their share. And it's fun. In the video description below is a great article about how kids learn better with a song in their heart. There are so many songs that reinforce our values as a school. And I've started a list below. Please add your favorites in the comments. Also, if you have class chants or mottos, include those too so that all of us can benefit from your creative ideas. Let's go and build some roots in our students. And I look forward to the next edition of Kickin' It with Kathleen.